Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, Palmy Army, non-binary folk, Mardo and Tone. Welcome aboard, everyone. Episode 36 AC. Tone. Mardo. Huh? Where are they? They're not here. Well, let me explain what's going on here. It's not a complete takeover. I know you do appreciate them. I know I appreciate them. But unfortunately, Mardo had to work and Tone's on a family holiday. Now, what that means is tonight's show is all about me. And look, truth be known, even from the days when Pezza was around, and we do miss him, it was always about me. So tonight, I'm going to be that one-man party, episode 36 AC, the one-man party show with Tassie the Tazzolator. Can I bamboozle you? What do you think? Tone, what do you think? Right. Mardo, anything to say? No, nothing to say. Well, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a quick little recap. Now, last weekend, we gave you the mail, nice and early Kickstarters. We said, get on. And if you did, you would have got odds of 14 to 1. All three of them connected. Tones, Tassies, Mardo's got the value in there as well. So this weekend, we're going to go for 2 out of 2. And the Kickstarters are as follows. Let me find them because I had to write them down. Normally, Mardo and Tone, who aren't here because Mardo's spinning the wheel and Tone is probably spinning in his head, aren't here. So let's find them. Tone's going to Morfordville, the city of the churches, and Tone has found one with an amazing price. Race 1, number 1, LaRue. Now, LaRue is $1.60. I mean, that is absolute value based on the fact that its last start, it was $1.18. So, if Tone reckons that LaRue wins at $1.60, as Tone would say, go out, get the big red pen and put it right through it. I don't think so. I think, Tone, you may have found one here. There is one in this race, though, that's a danger. It's trained by the Hay Stable. It's called Swift Endorsement. And that is a Swift endorsement. I'm giving your tip, Tone. So it's had some good trials. It's about $5. So for the Palmy Army, if you're looking at a Kickstarter or you're looking at a 2-bet strategy, maybe that's the way to go. Swift endorsement, number 3, the danger. But LaRue at a huge price of $1.60 is Tone's Kickstarter. Myself, I'm going to leave Mardo's best for last, of course. Myself, I'm going to Caulfield Race 2, number 3. Perfect Play. And I've had a good look at this race. And I think that Perfect Play probably gets all the favours. It does meet Inevitable Award, a couple of kilos better for the weights, 2 kilos. And there's a favourite down there, number 10, which was the one that Marto nearly had as his Kickstarter because he was thinking I was going to go one long day in the first. But I think that emphasised it'll get back. And being scratched last week, it might be a run short. That said, it's won 2 races out in the bush. It's won impressively. But Perfect Play for me gets the perfect run, should get all the favours out in front. And dropping back 100 metres is probably going to suit. So $4.80, Perfect Play, race 2, number 3. Mardo, sorry, mate. I know you wanted emphasise. I did mention it for you. So, that way if it does win, you can say I told you so. Because you would anyway. It's true, because you are probably the second best. Mardo is going to race 1, number 6, and I did like this one. I actually had a look at it myself. O Diamond Lil. Mardo does say that it has good form behind Perfumist, and it should stack up. McAvoy stays on, it probably leads and it wins. That's what Mardo says, and I would tend to agree with him. Now, with these 3 Kickstarters, if we get the Roy up at the huge price of $1.60, we get Perfect Play up at a good price right now at $4.80. And of course, O'Diamond Lil, $2.05. You can get yourself $16. $16. Who knows? Have a crack. Maybe even put a little bit on. And if one gets beaten, you get the bonus bet. Should be in front. Now, that said, let's be honest. Last weekend, we're all up and about because we got 3 Kickstarters. Yes, we did. It is true, we did. Yep, I'll say it again, we did. But what did we do after that? We did absolutely nothing. My Fister, no good. Tone's titanium tip, no good. Marto's meat and 2 veg, you're better off being vegan, no good. So we gave you some money with an opportunity to turn it into more, and chances are you gave it all back. But we know that's how it works in the punt, and that's why we always say, remember what you could be buying. And we also like to say, remember to gamble sensibly, or full stop, keeping it simple, go with the more on theory and put more on. Now, it is pretty hard running the show when you're talking to yourself all the time. I mean, I'm staring at the camera and all I can see is me. And I haven't shaved. I haven't had the haircut. I'm looking pretty smooth though. What do you think? I'd love to hear your comments. So Jason, I know you love the show. Hazy, if you're watching this show, what do you reckon? Lukey, if you're watching the show, throw us a comment. Why not? All right. I'm not going to delay this too much because, I could talk about anything really, but it is a racing show. So what I am going to talk about is our best bets. And they're all over the country. Marto's best bet is at Caulfield. Tone's best bet is at Sydney. And my best bet is at Doomben. So who should I go with first? Let's go with Tone. Tone's best bet is Randwick, race 6, number 7, Black Cloud. Now, there's probably a black cloud hanging over Tone right at this moment. He's gearing up to go out with the family on a family holiday. I could just imagine it. I don't know what that family is there, European vacation or Chevy Chases in those movies. I could just see Tone being a bit of a Chevy Chase. Everything going right. Tone looking left, looking right, looking at everything except at his family. Good on you, Tone. You know I love you. I miss you. Now, I'm going to tell you what Tone thinks about Black Cloud. Good horse, good jockey. Coming back from a spell. Joseph Pride, Jay Ford, honest jockey. Not in the book yet. Honest as they come. Had 8 rides on this horse. 8 rides. I said 4 wins, 2 placings. Has gone 2 from 2 first up. Should be prime. Should be ready. Black Cloud. Tone, I think you could be right. The form is really, really good. But because it's me and I'm here and I'm doing the show all by myself and my other personalities, I'm going to knock your horse and give the Palmy Army another alternative. Why? Because I can. Should I? Probably not. Will I? Of course I will. She's an A-lister, Tone. What do you reckon? Bjorn Collett. I know how much you like Bjorn in the last, and this isn't the last. I know how Jason Collett's in your book. Yeah, you don't like him. He's a crook. Should be a criminal. Space cadet. All those words you've used them for Jason. But this horse, she's an A-lister. Is also a very, very smart horse. First up, fresh, and it's had 2 trial wins, and it's 4 starts first up with 3 wins and a placing. It's 6-1. Tone, Black Cloud's about $4.40. She's an A-list is about $6. What do you reckon? Do we get on the Quinella? Oh, Tone, serious. Okay, yep. Tone said, Taz, you bloody poisoned it again. I don't know why you do it. You always pick on me. You always try to put down my tips. What do you know? You think you know it all. I said, no, that's not me. That's Marto. Oh, gee, sorry, Marto. So yes, race 6, number 7, Tones titanium tip, black cloud first up at about $4.40. Tones had a good week actually. Tones been running pretty hot recently. So I think as tipsters, they like to average, I don't know, 20, 25, 30% strike rate. And I think Tone has been going at about that of recent. So he threw out a winner, I think, on Sunday, threw out a winner on Tuesday. And I know that on a page yesterday, being Wednesday, Marto threw out one, Written Bly, where he went back to the well, and it was his best. And of course, I did. I threw out one more because I went to Adelaide and I found the Golden Fist. And everyone likes the Golden Fist. I was looking for the old Golden Fist that I had too. 5s into 380. So I had a good day yesterday. So we haven't been going too bad. Tone, keep it up. Keep throwing them out on the page. Be the degenerate that you really are. Show your true colours. Don't just keep them for yourself. I mean, Marto, you just keep sharing. We love it. We love that you share on the page. We love your honesty. We love your assessment. We love your judgment. We love it when they're in your numbers. But we only get to see probably 10% of what you actually do. Because when we talk degenerate, Marto, what do you reckon? You are the magic man. True? But we do love you. And you've done all right for us. So we appreciate that. I appreciate you. I miss you. I don't have anyone to talk to other than to myself. It's like I'm in a mirror talking to myself. This is worse than doing stand-up comedy because no one's laughing. See? Even when I try to listen, no one's laughing. I get no feedback. I get nothing. I'm literally getting crickets. It's like I'm just all alone. PALTI, episode 36, AC, Tassie, alone. I should have tried to reach out. Would anyone be interested, is my question, if we, because I know that Tone and Marto, Tone's going to be working, well, Tone's going to be away here and there over the next few weeks with some family stuff happening, which is great. And I know Marto is back on the night shift, and we normally like to film this on a Thursday night when we can all get together. But sadly, with Marto and work, he'll be here and there, and we don't have the technological advances or resources that Pezza had to be able to really put it all together and stuff like that. But if you're interested in joining us live on PALTI AC, please reach out. I would love to have you here, have a chat, talk to me, hang shit on me, take me on head to head, see if you can outwit myself, because I'm pretty quick, I'm pretty good. Just ask me and I'll tell you. Yes, ask me again and I'll tell you. Now, you got Tone's best bet. Let's give you Marto's best bet, because that's what everyone's waiting for, aren't they? Marto, he's going to race 6 at Caulfield. Race 6, number 2, Mahaba. Mahaba, is that how you pronounce it, Marto? What did you say? Mahaba, yep. It's $3.80, and it's also for sort of first up. It's coming back from Perth, isn't it, Marto? Yeah. And what do you got to say, Marto? Right, so you want me to tell him it's got Winterbottom form, and that's second to Overpass, and Overpass owns Perth and Western Australian racing at that time of year, right? You also want me to tell the Marto that it had a soft trial on Monday, did it? Right, it's here, I've written it down. And you found a danger, Marto. So why did you find a danger? Oh, just in case Mahaba doesn't get the right run and doesn't win. Okay, so what's your danger, Marto? Ah, right, Insurrection, number 3, Blake Shin on board. Isn't Blake Shin on your Kickstarter or something? Or I don't know what's going on. You like Blake Shin, don't you? So why wouldn't you back Blake Shin, Marto? Oh, because you think Mahaba is probably primed to win. Well, guess what, Marto? I had a good look at Mahaba too, and it's at $3.80. I think you probably found one. I don't have too much to knock on this. This horse is only going to produce what it's capable of, and I think it probably takes the race. So well found. I'll say it beforehand, and hopefully, Marto, it is the winner. Now, leaves it to me. Yes, my tip. Where, what, who, how. You know what I said. I said I was going to Doomben, and I found one at Doomben that I think might offer a little bit of value, but I think that value's been gobbled up. It opened up at fives. It's into about $3.80 at the moment, but there's a question mark over it because this horse hasn't really done anything over 1,600 meters. We're playing like double jeopardy here, where I give you all the information of the horse, and it gives you the opportunity to try to pick it. So the horse is in race 7 at Doomben, and I won't give you the number yet, but at 1,600, it's had one try, and that was back in October 2023 at Randwick on a good, where it finished 8th of 11. Doesn't read good, but it was only beaten just under 4 lengths by a horse by the name of Chrysawar. I think that's how you pronounce it. It goes all right, mind you. So that 1,600 metre close-up form about 18 months ago, I think is good enough for this. But I also think its current form over 1,400 and the races it's been running in are also good enough for this. Girl jockey on board. This horse should push forward, draw nicely from barrier 11, and I'd like to see him stalk the likely leader in Kronborg. I think it's pronounced Kronenborg. Kronenborg's proven over 1,600. It's been racing really well, but I think we probably stalk it, and I think we get over the top of it. CJ's on it. It's horse number 5. It's called Flying Trapeze. So at Doomben, race 7, number 5, Flying Trapeze. It's been in some pretty decent type races. It's had a little bit of bad luck, whether it's just been held up or victim of circumstance. I think this time round over 1,600, it finds a suitable race. It is a tough race, don't get me wrong, but I think we push forward, we stalk Cronenberg, and we get over the line. It's currently 360 in from 5. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little drift, but at the same time, I'd be pleasantly excited if the money continue to come for it. Now, that means if you were to take our 3 best bets, you're looking at, say, 4, 5, and 4. 4 by 5 is 20, by 4 is 80. That's 80 to 1. Take a little Trixie, take a little Peyton, take whatever you want, even put a line through them all if you like. But they are Team PALTI's best bets. Now, we've done that. We've talked about that. Is there anything that you guys want to talk about? Anyone? Marta? Tone? Did you have a zinger for me? No? All right. Well, how about I talk about a few little things? What should I talk about? I'm just trying to think. Sometimes it's pretty hard to think when you're a one-man party. I know that I'm heading up onto the Gold Coast on the weekend of the 22nd of Feb. So I'll be up there for 4 days. So to my friends up there, to Noe and Rach, I'll be just sleeping on your couch because I haven't booked accommodation. I'll probably try to get up to another mate in Brisbane as well, and probably sleep on his couch as well. It's not because I'm a tight ass, it's just because I don't know. I'm going by myself, so I haven't booked anything. And sometimes it's not a bad way to be. Mark, you have bought a new car, did my mate Noe, by the way, so that's a good thing. The weather here in Melbourne, it's been stinking hot. One Long Day is in the first race at Caulfield on Saturday, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a lead in to another horse that I have been told is a little bit of a chance. It's on Monday at Caulfield as well at the Heath, and it's called The Last Stand. Now, it's also trained by Melody Cunningham, and my understanding is that this horse is mad. Seriously, you could just stand up next to it and it's likely to bite your ear off. Now, mad can be good, mad can be bad. Let's hope its madness transfers into it being a very, very handy racehorse. And I'm led to believe that they could have raced it at Colac on Friday and they've elected to go to Caulfield. The fellow who owns these horses, both One Long Day and The Last Stand, unfortunately, is doing it tough. So, to anyone who may know Jace, I do wish him well. I don't think he's a part of the show. He's a little bit of a bigger fish, and I don't know, maybe he doesn't have the internet, but my thoughts and prayers are with his friends and family. He is legitimately doing it tough, and it's interesting yet sad when you consider the names of two of his most recent racehorses. One Long Day says a little bit about his situation, and The Last Stand, because sadly, he isn't travelling too well. So, to people out there that are doing it tough, please don't be afraid to reach out. This week there was a couple of AFL footballers and also a coach that passed away. Troy Selwood, sadly, it appears took his own life. It hasn't come out and been formally said, but when you read a newspaper article and at the end of it, they sort of say, if you're suffering, ring this number and stuff. It sort of points you in the right direction. So it is tragic. Then over in the West, Adam Hunter, he passed away, and an ex-AFL premiership winning player for the West Coast Eagles, another one quite young, 43, I think he was. And then there was a coach at who was the standalone coach at the Essendon Football Club, and he had a bit of a cancer as well that got to him. So 3 tragic deaths. One mental health, the other, I think they said it was natural causes, and the third was a disease that got the better of him. I think it really, really highlights the importance of, to me specifically, to being kind, to being loving. I know it might sound a bit soppy now, and to being very grateful and appreciative. And for anyone that has suffered any mental health issues, you're not alone. You should never feel alone, and you should always share. Do not suffer in pain by yourself. I think I've said it on the show before, post my little episode, that I sort of periodically see someone. What does it do? It's a bit of a chat, but the chat is quite positive. It just helps you sort of put things into pigeonholes and just get things off your chest without judgment. I don't think any of us are perfect. I think we've all got problems. Everyone's got a story. But when it gets to a point where you take your own life, it's very, very sad. Very sad for yourself. Very sad for the people that you've left as well behind. From a health perspective, check yourself. Check your body, check your well-being. If you've got a headache, go, and it's going on for 3 weeks, do it. It's a bit of a sob story here right now, isn't it? But I think it's really important. So that's that part of it. Now, Tone, anything to say? No. Marta, you want the final word? Anything to say? No. Marta, do you have any roughies? Have you found any roughies or anything across the land, maybe? No? Okay. Tone, what about yourself? Which jockey should go to jail? All of them? Are you sure about that? Come on, Tone. Right. Oh, Marta, you said Mr. Brightside should win. Yep, 250. I think I was talking about that a couple of weeks ago when I said that the boys at the football club or soccer club, whatever you want to call it, I call it football, they said take the 250. So did you take the 250, Marno? Because it's still around. And whilst the CF4 looks a good race, it does look like a race for Mr. Brightside, doesn't it? Yep, I think so too. All right. I've been doing a fair bit of talking to myself. It's not bad going. I will put some slides up. I really, really, really do want some feedback if you've got any. If you think I should just do this show by myself and just go through 8 races, like just pick a card and give you the best and talk to you about why I think X, Y, and Z will win and why I think that Tone and Marto have got no idea. Or maybe I've got no idea. And maybe I'm the one who's the bozo of the group. I'm not. We know that. You know it. I know it. So anyway, PALTI 36 AC, episode 36 AC. Good number, 36. And to the lady who happened to have won 100 mil, we're here. We're waiting for you. And we do take donations. So on that note, I'm going to leave you. Love you and leave you. I'm going to end this recording. I am going to wish you all well. I'm going to look forward to Valentine's Day because I've got nothing to look forward to, really. But it is Valentine's Day. And I don't know what your thoughts about Valentine's Day are, but for me, I think it's overrated. I think it's a materialistic, pretentious type day where people are rude and arrogant and disrespectful to each other. Yet for one day of the year, oh, I love them. Oh, I want to take them out for dinner. Well, why don't you make Valentine's Day every day and love your partner every day of the year rather than just focusing on one? That's what I say. Anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure. Marto, Tone, I have missed you. Maybe I haven't. No, I have, because this has been a awkward experience. I don't really have too much more to say. I could give you some roughies. I can, Billy, if you're out there, you've been a bit quiet. You haven't tipped us any dogs. Lukey, we haven't been seeing some of your Western Australian mail. What happened to Deb's double Ds, the quaddie and the bets? So they've gone a bit missing as well. So guys, please engage if you've got anything. Put it on the page. Let us have a crack. If we win, we win. If we lose, we all lose together. This is a very inclusive group. We try to do our best. We try to entertain. We try to tease. And more importantly, we definitely try to please. Episode 36 AC. It's been my pleasure to be here for you. Have a great week. Have a wonderful weekend. May the force be with you, and may your corporate accounts load up with lots of money. Thanks, everyone. Marto, Tone, hopefully you're back next week. I have missed you. Take care, everyone, and I hope I've done us proud. The one-man party, the Tasselator, is signing off. Salute.